The current time is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now for the forecast for the Greater Puget Sound region. Tonight, mostly clear skies developing. Temperatures steady, falling to a low around 48 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 degrees Celsius, overnight. Light winds from the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, a beautiful day is expected across the region. Mostly sunny, with high temperatures reaching near 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. Winds becoming light and variable. A perfect day for boating on the Sound or enjoying the city parks. The extended outlook shows continued mild and mostly dry conditions through the end of the week. The current conditions in Seattle are 52 degrees Fahrenheit, 11 degrees Celsius, under mostly sunny skies. Barometric pressure is 30.08 inches and rising. We interrupt all programming at the request of the King County Department of Emergency Management. This is an emergency alert system message for Central King County, including the cities of Seattle, Bellevue, and Kirkland. The King County Executive has issued a civil emergency message due to an extreme and immediate infrastructure failure. At approximately 3:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, an extremely large and unstable sinkhole was confirmed at the intersection of Interstate 5 and the Dearborn Street/South Dearborn Street corridor, near the Stadium District. This massive structural collapse is currently estimated to be over 150 feet in diameter and is actively destabilizing surrounding structures, including the I-5 support columns and the major municipal water and sewer trunk lines. Immediate action required. I-5 closure. Interstate 5 is immediately closed in both directions from the I-90 interchange north to the Olive Way exit. Do not attempt to enter this area. Evacuation zone. All persons within a 1/2 mile radius of the intersection of I-5 and Dearborn Street must evacuate now. This includes portions of the International District, Pioneer Square, and the SODO neighborhood. Shelter in place. All other residents in Central King County are advised to shelter in place to keep roads clear for emergency vehicles. Do not travel to observe the incident. Utilities. Expect widespread, prolonged water and sewer outages in central and downtown Seattle neighborhoods. Prepare to use stored water and minimize all wastewater usage. Stay tuned to this channel or local media for further instructions from civil authorities. Do not call 911 unless you have a life-threatening emergency. Repeating the message, a civil emergency message has been issued for Central King County due to a massive, unstable sinkhole at I-5 and Dearborn Street. Evacuate the affected area now.
We interrupt this program for a severe civil emergency alert. We are moments away from switching to live aerial coverage, but we need to urge viewers in downtown Seattle to heed the directive just issued by the King County Executive and the Department of Emergency Management. A massive sinkhole has suddenly opened, centered at the I-5 corridor near the Dearborn Street exits. This is the Stadium District, just south of the main downtown core. We have preliminary reports that the hole is actively growing and is now affecting the support structure of I-5, leading to its immediate and full closure in both directions through the city core. This has created a gridlock nightmare, and we must ask the public to remain calm and follow police direction. If you are currently in the evacuation zone, a half-mile radius around I-5 and Dearborn, you must leave immediately. Police have been ordered to block off all entry points. This includes parts of Pioneer Square, the International District, and the SODO warehouse area. If you are evacuating, do not try to drive through downtown. Use secondary routes to the north or south. The King County Department of Emergency Management has just activated 2 emergency reception centers. North, the Magnuson Park Community Center, 7400 Sandpoint Way, NE. South, the Renton Community Center, 1715 Maple Valley Highway. We are hearing initial reports that major water lines have been severed. If you are outside the evacuation zone, please conserve water and minimize toilet flushing until further notice. We are attempting to connect with officials now for a live press conference. For all other King County residents, this is not a drill. Shelter in place and stay off the roads.
Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency has issued a civil emergency MESIAG for the following areas: Suffolk County in eastern Massachusetts, including the city of Boston. Portions of Middlesex and Norfolk counties are adjacent to the city of Boston. This message is in response to a severe infrastructure emergency. At 4:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a second massive and rapidly growing sinkhole has been confirmed in a major metropolitan area. This new collapse is located in downtown Boston at the intersection of Atlantic Avenue and State Street, near the Aquarium and Faneuil Hall Marketplace. This event threatens the integrity of the MBTA Blue and Orange Line subway tunnels and is causing major destabilization along the downtown waterfront. All persons within a quarter-mile radius of the intersection of Atlantic Avenue and State Street must evacuate now. This includes the entire area bordered by the North End, Faneuil Hall, and the New England Aquarium. The MBTA Blue and Orange lines are immediately suspended citywide. All subway passengers must exit the system at the nearest available station and seek shelter above ground. All other residents of the city of Boston and surrounding suburbs are ordered to shelter in place to minimize traffic and keep all major arteries clear for fire, police, and specialized rescue units. Repeating the message, a civil emergency message has been issued for the city of Boston due to a massive, destabilizing sinkhole.
Good afternoon. We are interrupting all previously scheduled programming for an escalating situation that has moved from a regional disaster to a national, and now, what appears to be a global crisis. We have just received confirmation of the massive sinkhole that swallowed a section of Interstate 5 in Seattle and the subsequent collapse in the heart of downtown Boston. But moments ago, we began receiving reports from our international desks that the phenomenon is not isolated to the United States. We have unconfirmed reports of major immediate infrastructure collapses in at least 3 other global cities, all occurring within the last 90 minutes. Mexico City. Reports of a collapse near the Zocalo Square, forcing a mass evacuation of the historic center. London. Emergency services are responding to a major incident in the Canary Wharf Financial District, with reports of underground tunnel failure. Tokyo. Unverified footage is circulating of a massive road cave-in in the Shinjuku area, severely impacting the rail network. We urge all viewers to remain calm. Follow all instructions from local authorities. Do not, under any circumstances, travel to observation points. We will stay with this story, bringing you updates as they are confirmed.
The Seattle EAS primary station, KEAS, has issued an immediate Level 1 public safety warning for all of King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties. Geological and hostile incursion imminent. Seek underground or structural shelter immediately. Unconfirmed reports of mechanized hostile entities emerging from the destabilized subterranean infrastructure across the Puget Sound region, including the downtown Seattle collapse zone. Observed entities are large, armored, and are engaging local law enforcement. Do not approach. Do not attempt to engage. All local governmental and military facilities are being activated under the highest threat level, DEFCON 1. Due to localized communication system failures and active hostile threats, this alert is being retransmitted on all available frequencies and media platforms. This message is critical. Action Protocol. Seattle Emergency Shelter in Place. If indoors, move to the lowest level of a structurally sound building, a basement, cellar, or underground parking structure. Stay clear of windows and exterior walls. Evacuation. If driving, abandon your vehicle and proceed on foot to the nearest reinforced structure. Do not use bridges, overpasses, or tunnels. Radio only. All television and internet services may be subject to intermittent failure or immediate shutdown. Tune all available receivers to AM 1590 or FM 92.5 for continuous, critical updates. The threat is immediate and unprecedented. Stay sheltered. Stay silent. Wait for further instructions from Homeland Security and the United States Northern Command.
Run! They're destroying everything! Get out of the city! Help us!
The Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency has issued a civil danger warning for Suffolk, Middlesex, and Norfolk counties. This warning is in effect until further notice. At 4:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, law enforcement and military personnel on site at the Boston sinkhole reported large, unidentified mechanized structures emerging from the collapse zone near Atlantic Avenue. These entities have begun an unprovoked and lethal engagement with ground units. This is a maximum danger situation. The threat is no longer limited to the collapse zone. The machines are moving west toward the financial district and the common. Immediate survival instructions. Do not look at the machines. Reports indicate high-intensity light emissions or energy discharges. Stay away from windows and glass-walled buildings. Go underground. If you are in downtown Boston, move into the deepest level of your building or a reinforced basement. Do not stay on upper floors. Stay off the roads. Abandon vehicles if you are in the path of the machines. Traffic is at a complete standstill. Your vehicle is a trap. Total silence. Keep noise to a minimum. Turn off all lights and non-essential electronics. Do not attempt to communicate with these entities. They are hostile. Local police are powerless. The National Guard is attempting to respond. Seek cover immediately. Repeating, a civil danger warning has been issued for the greater Boston area. The machines have emerged. Hide and stay hidden.
This is the United States Northern Command. This is a national defense emergency. Effective at 5:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Secretary of Defense has authorized Operation Iron Curtain. The United States has transitioned to DEFCON 1. At this hour, hostile mechanized entities designated as subterranean incursion forces have emerged from geological collapse zones in Seattle, Boston, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. These entities are heavily armored, utilize directed energy weaponry, and have demonstrated total hostility toward civilian and military assets. Tactical directives for all citizens. Martial law, the Posse Comitatus Act is suspended. All civilian authorities are now under the direct command of the Department of the Army. Military engagement zones, major metropolitan areas are now designated as active combat zones. The Air Force and National Guard have been cleared for close air support within city limits. If you see military aircraft, do not panic, they are engaging the hostiles. Electronic silence, turn off all high-powered radio equipment, including amateur ham radios and Wi-Fi routers. These entities have shown the ability to track and target concentrated RF signals. Do not interfere, stay clear of all military convoys. Any civilian vehicle obstructing the path of a military unit will be forcibly removed. The United States Armed Forces are engaging the enemy with all available conventional assets. We are not retreating. We are holding the line. Keep your radios tuned to this frequency for tactical updates. God be with us. Out.
Command, this is Anvil 1-4. Do you copy? We are at the intersection of 4th and Cherry. The sinkhole is God. It's still growing.
Anvil 1-4, this is Seattle Command. Status of the hostile, over.
It's out. The first one is fully upright. It's at least 4 stories tall, 3 legs. It looks like polished obsidian. We're hitting it with everything. Sabot rounds, AT-4s. It's not even denting the plating. Grenade! Get back! It's deploying some kind of, I don't know, drones? Smaller units are swarming out of the main chassis. They're moving into the buildings. They're not just destroying, they're collecting.
Anvil 1-4, be advised. Air support is 2 minutes out. 2 A-10s inbound on your position. Mark the target with IR strobe.
Negative command. Do not send hogs. The large unit has some kind of active intercept. It just took out the police chopper with a blue light beam. It didn't explode. It just disintegrated. It's looking at us. Anvil 1-4 to all units on Cherry Street. Break contact. Fall back to the Smith Tower. Fall bay.
Anvil 1-4, Anvil 1-4, come in. Anvil 1-4, do you copy? All units, be advised. Anvil 1-4 is MIA. All downtown Seattle assets are ordered to retreat to the secondary perimeter at Capitol Hill. May God have mercy on us.
The Earth is currently facing a Class 4 extinction level event. Hostile subterranean forces have breached the surface in every major population center on all 7 continents. These entities are not open to communication or negotiation. The global mandate is now in effect. Article 1, Total Evacuation. All citizens residing in Level 1 cities including Tokyo, London, New York, Seattle, Boston, Paris, and Moscow are to immediately abandon urban centers. Move toward designated white zones in rural, high-altitude regions. Article 2, The Darkening. Global leadership has authorized the immediate shutdown of the worldwide power grid. Artificial light and high-frequency transmissions are being used by the entities for targeting. At midnight UTC, all non-military electrical grids will be deactivated. Article 3, Military Unification. All national militaries have been dissolved into the Earth Defense Coalition, EDC. Do not be alarmed by foreign military hardware in your airspace. They are now your protectors. Article 4, Biological Preservation. If you are captured or collected, do not resist. The EDC is working on a recovery solution. To the people of Earth, our history as divided nations ends today. Our survival as a species depends on your silence, your cooperation, and your will to live. Seek shelter. Remain hidden. Do not give up hope. This is the final broadcast of the global emergency system. Future updates will be delivered via shortwave radio and airdropped leaflets only. May humanity endure.